What is up, guys? Today is Thursday, and we are heading towards Eastern Washington. We're going to go to the Northwest Overland Rally. I try to stay away from the expos. There's too many people there. Overland Rally is a little bit better. I feel a little less people. Still have good vendors. Yeah, going to chill. It's Thursday to Sunday. I'm going to meet up with my brother right now, and we're going to roll over. JT's going to meet us over there in a couple of hours. Gates don't open until 1, but I try to be there around 11, so I'm not in a long-ass line. But yeah, I got to run to the gas station, get some diesel, and then we're going to hit the road. I'll catch you on the road. Fast forward 20 minutes. Went and got fuel, all topped off. We have 3 hours and 15 minutes till we get there, about 160 miles. We're taking I-90 over. I was hoping to take Highway 2 over Stevens Pass, but there's like 10 wrecks on 405, and I would rather drive 100 miles out of my way than sit in traffic. So luckily this only adds 20 miles, but it was about the same ETA. So we're just leaving my brother's place. He's behind me. He was in one of my first videos. He's got a Ram 1500 that he picked up. I sold him my old wedge rooftop tent and my old awning. So he went out and just picked up a basic bitch Harbor Freight bed rack because we couldn't find a cab height bed rack used on Craigslist for the last 2 months. We've been looking. So he just went the cheap route. Until he can find a bed rack. He didn't want to spend the money. He needs a cab height, because if not, the tent would hang off like 2 feet off the back of his truck. So he's behind us. We're just gonna chill. Got, like I said, 3 hours and 13 minutes until we get there. So we're not going to be there till noon now. I was hoping to be there by 11, but with traffic and everything, it's changed our ETA to noon. But gates open at 1. So that'll get us at least an hour early, so if we're not too far back in line. So we're going to get there early so we can do that. But, yep, I'll catch up with you guys if anything happens on the freeway. If not, we'll catch up with you when we are pulling into Plain, Washington, is where we're going for the Northwest Overland Rally. So I'll catch everyone when we get there. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I would rather go 100 miles out of my way than sit in traffic for 5 minutes. It is the epitome of garbage, and that's all Washington is. Anywhere outside of the rural areas, and even the rural areas, are starting to turn into a cluster F with traffic. There was like 100 wrecks on the freeway. We took some back roads through Issaquah, jumped on I-90, took 405. Now we're heading into Monroe, so we are going to go over Stevens Pass now. JT's about 10-15 minutes behind us, so we're going to hang out in Monroe for a little bit, let him catch up with us, and then we'll all roll over together. We're already an hour later than I was hoping to be over there. I was hoping to be over there in about 45 minutes. We're still an hour 45 minutes from where the rally is going to be at, but we'll still be there an hour early. Hopefully we won't. I'm banking on people coming this evening. I think they can roll until 8 o'clock, so I'm hoping some people have got to work today, and then they'll be rolling over after that. So we're about 15 minutes outside of Monroe now, so we're going to hang out there for a little bit, like I said, when I get there, and then stretch for a little bit. Been having issues with my knees and my hips the last like 6 months. I don't know if it's the medication I'm on or what, but after about 2 hours of being in my truck, the pain is unbearable. So if I can get out and stretch before that 2 hour mark, I can usually make it another 2 hours. So we'll get there, hang out for a bit, then hit the road and hopefully get over there at a decent time and get us a good spot for the weekend. Not sure if we're gonna do anything while we're there. They have like kind of like trail rides you can go on and sign up for, and it's like for half the day you guys go out on a random trail or follow somebody that leads the pack. It was pretty decent last time. Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think once I get everything set up, I don't think I'm going to want to leave camp, so I think I might just chill there for the weekend, but we'll see. I'll see you guys in a little bit when we meet up with JT, and then we'll hit the road again. Testes, 1, 2. All right, we're just leaving the Chevron here in Monroe. Just had like 20 Toyotas pass us. Glad I don't drive a Toyota. But yeah, we're hitting the road. We have an hour and a half to. We have an hour and a half up to the place, so we're gonna hit the road, and I'll catch up with you guys when we're pulling into. I think it's a farm that they rent out, or I don't know if it's just a giant field. I'm pretty sure it's a farm. So yeah, I'll hit up with you guys when we get rolling in there. Like always, I forgot to turn my camera on as we drove in, but just pulled up. We're here an hour early, so we're I don't know, got about 20 rigs in front of us. They open the gates at 1. They said they might open it a little bit early if they get everybody checked in time, but we'll hang out for the next hour and then roll in a couple, get set up. But I'll catch up with you guys when we roll in the gates and start getting our camp set up. All right, finally letting us in. It's 1:07, so they definitely didn't let us in early like the guy had mentioned when we came through the gate. But like I said, we only have like 20 people in front of us. I think everybody pre-registered except for the guy right in front of us. But so far, there's a pretty good mix of rigs here so far. You guys can see it, but right about here, there's a Tacoma with a gray alu cabin. I think I've only ever seen one other gray one. Used to be an option to order it. Gray, I believe, or it was raw aluminum or something. I don't remember what it was, but I've only ever seen one that color other than that one. I know that they discontinued it with the new ones. But yeah, we'll sit here and slowly roll in, and then I'll be back up with you guys when we start setting up camp, get our spot, and get everything going. All right, guys, we're parked and set up. Got all of our awnings out. I decided to pack the big boy and brought the big Camp Chef double burner out with a barbecue box and a flat iron. Comfortable chair since we'll be here a couple days. We're not going to be backing up and moving a bunch. Brother's got his stuff set up. Overland bound people are over there. Close enough to hang out with them when we want to. Yeah, I was going through the vendor list, and it does not look like Lone Peak's going to be here, which is odd because they're 30 minutes down the road, so it's kind of lame, but here's what it is. Got everything set up. It's real toasty here, so I think we're just going to chill for a little while and kind of go from there. All right, got our cooking going on here. Don't use those. Sorry, I'm super. You're gonna have to stick with those, unless you guys have got another set of tongs. I need the tongs for the tortillas.
I do have them. I just put them more.
Sorry, I'm super anal, but I'm also anal about cross-contamination. That's pretty dope. Diesel.
Yeah.
Got making fajitas for dinner tonight. JT pre-seasoned the chicken. Got some mole sauce, some beans. Doing some. I get these tortillas up at Costco. They come raw, and you cook them just as you use them. Super good. Yeah, we're gonna eat dinner a little early tonight, and then have some dinner later tonight. Sign I made for my truck. Another 3D printed thing I make. Yeah, we're gonna get some food down and catch up with you guys probably when we start walking over to the fire tonight at some point.
Yeah. You do with garlic, right?
Just came down to the bonfire area that starts in about 5 minutes. It's usually 2 hours long, hour and a half, 2 hours long. basically hang out, talk. They draw a bunch of raffle tickets, give away a shit ton of stuff. Last time we were here, I won a bunch of recovery gear. I don't think JT, you didn't win anything last time we were here, did you?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't win shit.
We will frown upon you.
But yeah, and every time you draw a ticket, everybody else burn it. They throw the raffle tickets in the fire after they draw the numbers. So
Where it's okay to fly your drone and what time it's okay.
we're just chilling, waiting for him to stop talking and going. Quite a few people here today, but there'll be a bunch tomorrow. A lot of people roll in Fridays usually, so we'll just keep going. Good morning. It's almost 7 o'clock. Got up about 5:30. I had my geyser system for a long while. I've never used it. Used it this morning. I'll be using that more frequently. I hate feeling gross, and it's extremely dry and dusty over here, so after one day I was not feeling great. Allergies are kicking my ass, so hoping today's gonna be a little bit better, but I might double up on my allergy medicine. Looks like my brother's awake finally. I think JT might be awake. He stopped snoring a little bit ago. Some douchebags been flying his drone around since 6:15 this morning. Don't be that douchebag. But yeah, we're gonna ended up going down to the fire yesterday. I don't remember if I took any video. If I did, you've already seen it, but kind of just chilled last night. Stayed up till about 11, went to bed. We're in the not quiet zone. Not quite quiet zone is what they call it on the map. Somebody a couple doors down from us was being extremely loud till about 12:30 last night, 1 o'clock. But a bunch of drunk females, I could hear them cackling all night. But yeah, we're gonna start making breakfast here pretty soon, and then we'll go explore the vendor area. I think they open around 9, so we got a couple hours. And then we might go on a trail ride today to get out of the heat and kind of drive around with the AC on. But I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Making some breakfast. Got some hash browns and some sausage. Pulled out the oven, made some cinnamon rolls. Got some eggs and some tortillas in here. Get everything warmed up. Everybody's finally starting to wake up. Potatoes are getting crispy.
Yeah, I was looking actually at the Chinese bands are coming in now. Oh, we have tons of you get a lot of them. Where are you guys based out of? Everett. Oh, so you guys are local? Yeah. I'm in both right now, but I'm also.
Me either. Just walk past some of the vendors here. Checked out some cab overs from Japan. They're based out of Everett. Me and JT were thinking about going up and taking a look at some of their stuff that they've got. Be pretty dope to build something out like that. Big diesel engines. But yeah, we're just gonna keep walking around and checking all this stuff out, and before the heat wave rolls in here in a couple of hours. This guy started his own YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below as well.
Like and subscribe, bro.
All right, keep peeping all this stuff.
Let's go check out the big ram with the. Yes. These guys were at.
Showman seats on this one too. They even got the jump seats in the back redone for Showman. They match the front seats.
Oh yeah.
I love that color.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. 60's beautiful too, dude. The interior, you got the whole seats to match the front. I guess we gotta be out of here. You bet. You see a box on the side there?
Oh yeah.
How are you? A little bit different, but now I prefer the way. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Did you build the box yourself?
Yep, everything's all custom fab.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, thank you. The tray's all aluminum.
Yeah.
Rock sliders and the bumper kind of high, impact points. Those are all steel.
I'll stop back.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right.
All right, give me your spiel.
Okay, so this is tripod torch. This is on a pretty low setting. We'll usually run it about right there as medium. But you can crank it and get a nice big fireball going if you want.
Jeez,
You can feel that heat. So the reason why you can feel that heat is because that vertical burner is sending heat sideways. So every other fire pit sends the heat up. Find yourself standing over top to stay warm, but this one sends the heat sideways so you feel it coming at you.
And what do those plates do? They help direct?
Yeah, so I have the one plate on here because of we got a little bit of a breeze.
Right.
So instead of mohawking that flame in one direction, this allows it to billow out. The shield also heats up and then will radiate additional heat. We found that with 2 shields in, you can really push the heat one direction. With the flame itself, we're getting about 800 or 900 degrees. With the shields on it, with 2 of them, we can push almost 1200 degrees right at you. And then with all 3 shields, you can cook on top. And then when you're done, it packs down to that.
Really?
That's it.
Wow.
The hose, everything but the tank fits in the bag.
Interesting.
Wow. Nice, dude.
All right, guys. I think I'm a day ahead of the last time I pulled the camera up. Yesterday, we kind of just hung around camp all day and chilled in the shade. It was pretty toasty. I think it got up to like 88 yesterday. My allergies have been absolutely killing me. The rally's in a hay field. Last time I went, it wasn't that bad, and this time I could barely breathe. I was sneezing every 5 minutes for the last 2 days. My nose is so dry. I feel like I have the Sahara up in my nose. So last night, JT said he was gonna bounce, so my brother and I kind of talked, and we decided to pack up this morning and head out. I don't think I could put up with another day of my allergies there, so we're gonna head into Leavenworth. My brother's never been to Leavenworth. We may walk around Leavenworth for a little bit, and then we're gonna head up and try to find a spot up on Cleellum Lake for tonight. Get out of the heat a little bit, get away from the hay fields. We've only been gone 5 minutes and I can actually breathe now. So yeah, we're gonna just roll down. We're about 25-30 minutes from Leavenworth. So we're gonna roll down there and walk around for a little bit. If we stay there till lunch, we might grab some bratwurst and then hit the road up to Cleellum. It's only an hour after Leavenworth, so not terrible. But yeah, I'll catch you guys either in Leavenworth or when we're getting up into Cleellum. All right, we drove into Leavenworth. Main downtown roads were closed. Everything that was open was paid parking, and it was only 8:30. I didn't feel like paying for parking and sitting around for a couple hours before anything opened on a Sunday, so we kept driving, went up to Cleellum Lake. All of our spots had just a shit ton of people on them, so we kept going up to Snoqualmie. We're up at Catchus Lake, and this is a spot that I've stayed at multiple times before. There's a bunch of people over here, way over there. They're all day people. Usually this place almost completely clears out when the evening rolls around, but there's nobody over by us at all. I think I have a video. If you go to my shorts, I think it's still up. got a video of Joseph doing donuts with his Tundra right here. But yeah, this is it. Beautiful area. We're basically on the very top of Snoqualmie Pass. Usually I'm pretty sure this is a reservoir. I don't think it's a lake, but it's a reservoir tower kind of around the corner here. But last time we were here, the water was probably 20, 30 feet further down than this. But that was last summer, or 2 summers ago, I guess, because I didn't do anything last summer with me being sick. Yeah, I guess it's been 2 years since I've been here. That's crazy to think about. It's been a long time. Joseph, I think at that point, Joseph was using the iCamper and JT was still sleeping in his Touareg. So yeah, that was quite a while ago. Yeah, beautiful day. It's in the 70s, but it's, sure as you can see with the trees, it's pretty good breeze going. Feels awesome. Sun's been kind of coming in and out of the clouds all day. It looks like somebody set up camp right there. What the hell? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, hopefully they're not too loud. But yeah, we're just gonna chill for the day. It's about 2 o'clock. We just got, I just laid down for like an hour and a half to try to nap because I only slept for like 3 hours last night, so I was starting to get a real bad headache. Slept for about 45 minutes, so. But yeah, we're gonna just chill for the rest of the day. I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. We're home. I didn't do any recording other than just that little clip from when we got to the lake. There ended up being somebody that parked right next to us. I'll never understand that. We went as far out as we could. Not a single person around us camping. Laid down, took a nap, and woke up and there was somebody camping like 10 feet from us. But it's most people I've ever seen there before. But we're home. Everything's unpacked. It was a decent trip. I don't think I'll be going back to the rally, Overland rally. I've never done the expos. Everybody always says that they're not the greatest either. There was a decent amount of vendors at the rally, but they like had nothing for sale there, which is very odd for the rally. Usually they have all the vendors have stuff for sale, and they have decent deals on everything. There was, I think, 2 vendors, maybe 3 that had stuff for sale. EcoFlow was there, had nothing for sale. Bouge RV was there, nothing for sale. Mule was there. They had a couple things for sale, but nothing like they did in prior years. They used to have a huge booth with like basically everything they had at the stores. There was like barely nothing there. The vendors, I don't know. They just they weren't the greatest, and there wasn't really any deals to be had. So I think we won't be back. They charge $85 a day to camp there, which just are $85 a day just to go in if you don't camp. And JT and I were talking about maybe going up for a day next year and just camping around that area, but not for $85. I don't think you get. I mean, you get a sticker. That's it for what you pay to get in. It just blows my mind. But I know everybody's got to make money, so I'm not hating on them. It's just not something that I'll be going back to. I don't enjoy sitting around. It was in a hayfield. Absolutely killed my allergies. Took like a day and a half to finally get over all that stuff. I'm feeling a million times better. Appreciate those that came up and checked the camper out. I talked to quite a few people. I think I talked a few of them into ordering a camper. When I got back yesterday, I had like 12 orders for Lone Peak stuff. So I don't know if that was just a fluke or if it was from people I talked to. So appreciate all of you that did that. They all went out this morning. It's about noon today. Yeah. So yeah, I was happy with everything. I put a hole in my my mattress by accident like a month ago, and I patched it and it seems to be holding up fine. It's an X-Bed Mega Mat. I figured REI lets you do returns for up to a year, so we'll see if it has any issues. But I had quite a few people ask me about the table. I still have 2 of these left. I sold 7 the day I posted them, and then I haven't sold any since. I know the price is kind of high. It's what I could do for what it costs to get these brackets cut and powder coated. If I didn't get them powder coated, they were half the cost, but I've got nobody local I can rely on to do powder coating, and I don't like selling raw metal stuff. When it comes to that, that's going to rust super fast if it's raw. So figured it was worth the money to powder coat them. A few things I've decided I think I want to change with the camper over the next couple months. We'll see how that goes. I have a few things I want to try making. Um, I don't remember if I said it, but if I didn't, I finally used my geyser. I've had that forever. It's always just been sitting in my truck. I'm never out long enough to really need a shower. We're usually gone for 3 days max, so I can be back before the week starts. I showered every day with that thing. Man, that's a lifesaver, and it uses like no water. Both times I think I used 2/3 of the water. I for sure thought I was going to run out of water and opened it up, and it was still a third of the way full. And I washed everything. I mean, I washed my hair, my entire body. So that was a lifesaver. So I'll definitely be doing that from now on. That's one thing, my biggest pet peeve. For as much as I like being outside and working with my hands, I hate being dirty. I hate my hands being dirty. I hate feeling dirty. I wear gloves all the time. I have multiple boxes of nitrile gloves in my truck for that exact reason. I always carry 2 pairs of leather gloves. One's always super handy. I don't know. It's something I have eczema really bad, so dirty hands gets my hands dried out really bad, and then I make mud when I put lotion on my hands, so I just wear gloves all the time. And I think we're going to try to plan another trip pretty soon. Nate, Dirt Lifestyle, just posted. He used to live right down the road from me, just moved a little ways away, but they're doing a meetup, I think next month. So I might join them on that trip. I try to stay away from big groups. Last time we went out with them, there was like, I think 13 rigs. So we'll play that one by ear. We'll see how many people decide they want to go on it, and kind of plan around that. I don't think we have anything else major going on in the next couple weeks. So I think we might plan. You know, there's always a lot of group stuff. P&W Overland, the guys are pretty great there. They just have too many people that go out on their monthly campouts. I mean, I like hanging out with people, but I don't know. Too many people on the trail just makes it a cluster F. You're waiting 3 hours to go down a trail that should take you 20-30 minutes. And just camping around people you don't know. I mean, I know that's how you meet people. That's how I met. It's actually how we met Jim, one of our great friends that goes camping with us. That's how I met Joseph. That's how I met JT. Everybody I go camping with now, it's how I met them doing random meetups. JT and I met, I guess 3 years ago now. It was when I still had my original rooftop tent on there. I had a Smitty built soft shell tent. He posted in a group asking about people going out, and I just said, hit me up whenever, and he randomly messaged me on Facebook. I think it was August or October. It had to have been October because it was right after my son was born, so he was about 2 months old. So it was like October, and he's like, hey, I'm going to head over. We got a group of people going over. And then the day before, he texted me and said, everybody bailed on me. He's still down. And we went up and spent an evening up at Lion Rock, up out of Ellensburg. And we've basically been camping at least once a month, most of the time 2 times a month since then, except for the 6 months that I was laid up in the house when I got sick last year. And we met Joseph on a trail ride. We met Jim at a meet earlier this year, I think, or it would have end of last year. I think it was right before. Yeah, because on our way home, they closed the pass down for snow, so it had been last fall or early winter. But yeah, I'm gonna get everything cleaned up. I had the camper open because it was like 90 degrees there, so I got dust over everything. So I'm gonna go through and wipe everything down. I've got most of the stuff unpacked, and then I want to. I'm thinking of changing my my drawers a little bit back here. They're just kind of junk holders. I only get into one drawer regularly, so I'm gonna go through and start pulling stuff out of here I don't need. I pulled all of my recovery gear out of my sides and put them up on the. I've got an Apache case. Back when Harbor Freight had like the 50 or 60% off of their cases, I bought one a while back. So I put all my recovery gear up there, so it's easier to get to outside of the truck, and it doesn't take up space on the inside. And the camper has no issues holding up the weight. Lone Peak ended up being at the rally, but Kyle did not have his rig there. The only thing I wanted to ask him about was their water system, but I think I might just do my own. I have everything for it here. I used to have a whole water system in my truck with a tank and a pump and everything, and I took it out when I was building everything for the Lone Peak stuff just for the weight. But I might put a smaller tank back in, do a 12-volt pump, and then yeah, I think I have a video part clip earlier here of me walking past the Lone Peak booth. They're using my truck on all of their materials. Sorry, I was talking so fast, my battery was dying, but it killed before I could finish everything. But yeah, so I stopped by the Lone Peak booth, and they're using my truck on their pamphlets and on their sign out front. And I walked by, and I was like, huh, interesting, they're using my truck. And the guy working there was like, that's not your truck. It's like, no, it definitely is. It's a picture from the first day I went out camping up at the ocean. I sent the pictures over to Keisha just so they'd have it. Nobody ever mentioned that they were going to use it on any of their brochures, so I thought that was kind of interesting, but it is what it is. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that's watching the videos and subscribing. Trying to start post more videos, better quality videos for you guys. Trying to get up the subscriber count and start doing this a lot more often. But if you guys have any thing you guys want to see, let me know. I have no problem doing a video on anything specific on the camper or the truck, or anything in the PNW you guys enjoy seeing. Leave it down in the comments. We're always looking for new places to go camping. We try not to go to the same place twice. So yeah, we're gonna do some exploring up in the northeast side of the state this summer. Now that JT's in Woodby Island, it's going to be a little bit closer for him, and Jim lives up that way, and we don't really explore over that way. So hopefully get out there this summer and check everything out. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.